my fellow citizens of the 7th universe. My name is Pat Player 2 if you wish to be that specific, and welcome to a little bit of a Dragon Ball Legends theory video. Today I want to talk about what has happened just right now in the story of Dragon Ball Legends. If you're curious of what's going on in the story, there is Shallot, which is your main protagonist character, original to the game, and he's going through a tournament-based world where he's trying to figure out what's actually going on in this world. There's people, there's allies, and we don't know the general idea of what the tournament is. It's just they want to fight this ultimate warrior. And we're getting closer and closer to figuring out what that ultimate warrior really is. But on top of it as well, we are seeing some development of characters that are original to the story as well. One of those characters is the character, the Red Hooded Saiyan. Red Hooded Saiyan, for the longest time, we all thought the Red Hooded Saiyan was going to be basically Shallot's, double. Shallot, evil dark Shallot, basically. Thinking of, Goku Black, it could be Shallot Black. That's kind of something that I, personally, thought this Red Hooded Saiyan was actually the case. Now, that is actually completely false. Now, people have been speculating what the Red Hooded Saiyan has been for quite some time, ever since the first appearance of him, about a year ago. We were curious what this character actually was. We all thought that he was just an evil double of him, but it happens to be his twin brother. His twin brother, which actually his name is Giblet. Interesting enough. Now, what is a Giblet? From what I can tell, thank you to Komodo on Twitter for tweeting about this, because I'm reading on it. He's got some actual stuff that he's trying to come up with. He's finding out on Japanese tweets of what Giblet actually stands for. And Giblet seems to be a Western onion, kind of something that Shallot is also part of. He's not something you won't go around to eat a shallots, but it's kind of something that goes well inside of foods and garnishes kind of deal. That's what a shallot is. And Giblet seems to be something of that nature too. So I was kind of curious if Giblet was actually an actual vegetable, because all Saiyans are vegetables. If you look up Giblet on Google, just type it up Google, the Giblet is actually the neck of a chicken that's used for gravy. And it's actually kind of interesting. I thought that was the case, and it would have been wow, Giblet doesn't sound like a Saiyan name in the slightest, but he's probably just an English translation of the word that he has. Now, I don't know particularly what that word is or what it's actually pronounced, but once people start saying the Japanese version of his name, we'll probably hear it, and it'll probably sound a lot similar. But anyways, Giblet now has first made his official appearance in the latest bit of Dragon Ball Legends. Shallot, being a Super Saiyan, actually did some damage to him and knocked off his hood, revealing what the character actually looks like. Compared to what Shallot looks like to Giblet, they look very, very similar. They are twin brothers after all. But on the contrary, Giblet's hair is actually parted on the other side. Shallot's bang that he has is parted on the right, where Giblet is parted on the left. Giblet also seems, it could be, which is something that we're going to be talking about later, that he's controlled, but he also has a different way of talking. Shallot is more of just your typical go-lucky Saiyan, which is all about fighting and not running from your friends, while Giblet over here is all about his plan, and his plan to stop Shallot and basically kill everyone that stands before him. Giblet, being the stronger brother from the two, it seems, it actually has one point where Giblet is actually stronger, and I believe Shallot is the faster one out of the two. They both have potential to get stronger and get faster, but Giblet always seems to be a tiny bit better than Shallot at most things. Shallot has always looked up to his twin brother, and Giblet always cheered him on. Now, fighting them together, Giblet definitely does not cheer on Shallot during this fight. He keeps mentioning the blood of the cowards flowing through his veins. We don't know particularly what the heck happens between Giblet and Shallot as of right now. Shallot is still suffering from extreme amnesia, but Shallot is finally remembering bits and pieces of what actually happened. And taking those pieces into consideration and seeing exactly what those, what the story actually pertains, it looks like there was a struggle between his family and some other being. We don't know what that other being is. It could be the Ultimate Warrior that they keep talking about, but on top of it, it just means who knows? Who knows exactly what this opposing force is, but it made Shallot run away. And that is basically Giblet's main drive to continue what he's doing. Shallot ran away, and Giblet is absolutely upset about why Shallot ran away. He's upset for the fact that he did run away. The reasoning that Shallot ran away, we're not certain. I'm going to assume just that, he wasn't strong enough. He wasn't able to go Super Saiyan. He wasn't able to do anything. So Shallot just ran away, and we're seeing bits and pieces that he wasn't the only one that was trying to run away. Giblet told him to run away, according to his previous memories. He was saying, run away. You could hear it in the fights between him and Turles and him and Raditz. Shallot is getting these tips and bits of information that have what is going on between Giblet and Shallot and what happened in their home world. Now, this opposing force, I'm going to be thinking that it is, in fact, the Ultimate Warrior. People are speculating that Shallot is also the Ultimate Warrior, but I'm going to say the Ultimate Warrior was the person who stopped Shallot and Giblet and possibly either murdered their family or murdered their entire village or planet. This ultimate being, or whatever the being that fought Shallot and Giblet, is definitely really, really strong. I'm going to be guessing that he's on the same caliber as possibly Goku, because these two, Giblet basically being as powerful as he is right now, he could basically one-shot Frieza, what he is right now. Shallot, now being able to master and control his Super Saiyan form, he's able to go in and out of it at his will at this point. Giblet does not care. He didn't even go Super Saiyan. He barely even powered up against Shallot, and Shallot couldn't even do anything with his Super Saiyan. So Giblet, as of right now, could defeat Namek Frieza at any point. He could just look at him and Frieza would probably disintegrate. Now, we don't know exactly how strong Giblet really is if he decided to try. We haven't seen that yet, but I'm going to guess Giblet probably has some sort of Super Saiyan ability or some sort of evil ability, some sort of transformation that we just haven't seen yet, and we're going to have to see at some point. Now, what is going on at the end of this particular exchange between Shallot and Giblet? Basically, between the two, they are fighting. Shallot is about to fall over, but at the same time, Giblet starts having, these problems. He's like, get away from me. You are my enemy. Do not fight me. Do not comfort me. Fight me. That's what I'm trying to say. And then he runs away. What it seems like is that he is being controlled. That's definitely what's going on. He's being controlled. It looks like that. Either he's the one who's controlling himself into doing it, or someone is controlling him, because something is not right. What I'm going to guess is that it is the auras that Raditz, Turles, and now Dr. Gero have had around them when Shallot fights them. You know how they have the black colored icons next to them, and they have the purple aura around them, and Shallot is the only one that has the ability to fight them with type advantage. That seems to be what's going on with Giblet, but we don't know particularly what Giblet's going with. We've never seen the aura around him. He's just absolutely demolishing literally everyone in front of him, and then he takes off. He hits someone, he puts fear into people, and then he takes off. That's literally what he is doing right now, and we have to see exactly what his true motives are at some point, or if he snaps out of whatever he's doing, he's going to be a good guy that, both him and Shallot are going to be interacting together. Which, by the way, if this Giblet all of a sudden becomes a good guy, I could just imagine the twin brothers together doing some absolutely crazy mental stuff together. Bulma has already fallen for Shallot at one point. What if all of a sudden there's two of them at the same time, and Bulma just doesn't know what to do and just falls over? That's definitely something. Now, thinking about the future of Shallot and Giblet together, we will just have to see what this means. What the heck could that mean? What will these two work together? Will they continue to be rivals? Is one of them, quote unquote, the ultimate warrior and they just don't realize it yet? We will have to see. Also, how far in the past are these guys? Like, I mean, they are wearing ancient armor. I don't know if the red hooded or the coat that Giblet is currently using is also something from ancient times. Who knows where he got that from? But at the same time, we're going to have to figure all that out. And let me know in the comments below. What do you think of Giblet? Do you think he's a good guy in the end? Do you think he's just going to always be a bad guy? Is he going to go Super Saiyan? Is he going to do everything? Who knows? Let me know in the comments below. And I'm excited to see what this story has to tell. Now, I have to get going because I feel like someone's banging at my door. So I'm going to have to go answer that. But on that note, I'm going to say thank you guys, Jones, again. And I'll be seeing you later.